Hi, this is Uma Mahesh from CRM Months. In this video, I'm going to explain how we can create a custom connectors from the scratch in Power Apps or Power Automate. First of all, why we need the custom connectors. So like a Power Automate and Power Apps, they have a pre-built 325 plus connectors to serve the Microsoft or non-Microsoft services to connect the data, right? So if any one of these services is not fulfilling our requirement to connect with our on-premise data or to connect with our new system, if anything is not anything, it comes with the out of box with the Power Automate and Power Apps connectors. So we can create our own custom connectors to get the data, and that data we can utilize in our Power Apps or Power Automate. We can write our custom connectors. So the life cycle of the connector, like a first step, you have to build and secure your API, right? So second step, you need to describe and define the connectors. And third step, we can using this your whatever you build the connector, that connector we can use it. And the fourth step is like a sharing your connector to someone, right? And if you want to get the certification for your custom connector, you can get the certification from the Microsoft. You can get the certified your connector. So the last two steps, sharing a connector and certify the connector, these are the optional in the life cycle of the custom connector. But the first three, these are the mandatory steps when you do the development of the So a custom connectors are built on REST APIs in built on custom REST APIs, and the Power Apps and Power Automate communicates with that REST APIs. So these APIs can be a public, public or private. So public means it is these APIs are enabled to the internet, such as Spotify, Slack, Rackspace, or API management. You can use it and you can deploy it there. Private means it's enabled only on your network. So those connectors we can utilize by using the gateways, right? So the Microsoft for the public connectors, where we can host it like by using we can create like by using that Azure Functions, Azure Web Apps, and Azure API apps. For private APIs, right? If you want to connect with the Power Apps and Power Automate, you need to install the gateways to connect and get the data in the Power Apps. And how we can secure our APIs, right? So the connectors can be generically it is using the OAuth 2.0 and OAuth for the specific services like including Azure Active Directory and Dropbox, GitHub and Sales Hub and Salesforce, and basic authentication and API key. For define the definition, API definition, so we can simply use this custom connector wizard or Postman collection or open API definition. So in this video, I'm going to use the custom connector wizard to create a custom connector, and to explain that in the custom connector wizard, so we need a already feed defined APIs, right? So I'm going to use this Azure Cognitive Services. So in that I'm going to use the face API. So how we can detect our face if you pass the image, so how we can detect our face. So that's I'm going to explain how we can build a custom connector in this video. So to create a custom connector, first I need a face API. I need to set up that. So first, how we can set up that face API. So you can go to your Azure and you can create your resources and AI machine learning. So I'm going to use this face. So I'm going to use my existing resource. So here we need to pass that. So like a face API, that's the name I'm giving. So right there, I'm selecting standard and review and create it. So validation is done. So now we can create. So it will take some time. So to create this face API. So now it is in progress. So now it's got created. So now I'm navigating to my face API. So from the face API, what we need it like a endpoints, keys and endpoints you need to navigate. So this is my endpoint and key, you can copy it from here. So that case how we can use it in the while creating custom connector. I will let you know. So first thing, let's copy this one custom connector. This is the endpoint. So now we can to create a custom connector, you need to log into your powerapps.com. So once you log into your powerapps.com, you need to select your right environment and you need to expand your data. Under the data, you can see the custom connectors. So you can click the custom connectors. So it will show all your existing custom connectors. If you have anything, it will load. If we don't have anything, we can create a new connector from here. So here in the top, you can see the create a new connector. So click on new connector here. So here we can create a connector. So create it from blank or create from Azure service or import an API file or import from right, or import from a open API file or import from a open API from URL or import from a Postman collection. So in this video, I'm just taking the blank connector, create from blank. So remaining all, I will show in the next my videos and give the connector name. So I'm just giving the face connector, click on the continue. So here you can upload your connector icon. So what the image you want it, you can upload that icon to the here while you are uploading that connector. You can upload that image icon of that connector. So if you want to give any color, background color of the icon, you can give that color code here. And it just like you can enter any description of the connector. And if you want this connector, you want to connect with the some on-premise gateway, you can select it. And what the connector URL you need to give it. So here In my case, I'm using the face API. So this is my endpoint, right? So I'm giving that here. So here we don't need HTTPS. So we need only that face API dot Azure. That's a basic thing we have to give. And the next step, so you need to move to the security. In the security, right, you need to select the authentication type. So here in the security, you need to select the authentication type. For face API, we need to select the API key. So in the API key, we need to pass the parameter label. This parameter label, it is like it is passed in the header. So most of the times this header key for the cognitive service is this API key, subscription key, we have to pass it. So same label, we can pass it here in the header. And when you move to the next, to the definition, so here we can define the action. So we can define the actions here. So when you click on here in the action, so new action will come. So action name we have to define, right? Detect the face. And the description we have to give it. And this is a operation ID. So this is a name, it will comes as action. So here we can give that detect face. And here, so here visibility. So we have a visibility none and advanced, and we have a visibility, right? So we have a visibility none, advanced, and internal and important. So none means it displayed normally in the logic app or flow. So advanced means it is hidden under an additional menu. Internal means it's hidden from the user. Important means it's always shown to the user first, right? So here we need to select in the below request. So here you need to import that request type. So here in the request type is a get or delete or a post or put or head options or a patch, whatever it is, right? So in my case, I'm doing that post. So I need to pass exact my what the action, my API action URL, right? So here you need to take it your action URL. So I'm my web API URL slash. In the web API, we will mention that each action you want to take it, correct? So that we will be passing here. So after given my URL, so I have to give that my web API version URL. So slash face version 1.0 detect. This is the web API URL where we can detect this our face from the image. So in the headers, so most of the times the headers, what the headers we need, we can pass it. In the here, in the body, we need to pass the JSON. So in the body, I'm just passing. So I need to pass my image URL. And you need to specify the data type. So which data type we are passing. So we can specify that it's a string. So once it is done, then import. And you are expecting some response from that. So we can use that response or we can keep it as a default. So in my case, I'm not passing any custom response here. I just want to show with the default. So once you can go to the here test, and you can click on a create a connector here. Before test, you need to create a connector. So once you save this your connector, then go to the back to your custom connector. So once you open it here, once you saved, and you can back to your custom connectors, and you can see your custom connectors once you click on edit and click on the test. So first you need to create a connection to test your custom connector. First you need to create a connection. So when you click on the new connection, it will pop up with the for the key which we want to pass. So when we create a face API connection, so this is the key we can copy, and you can paste it here and create a connection, right? So this is the connection, it's got created. So if you want to test it, you can open this connection and click on the edit. So once you have created your connection, go to the custom connectors again. So you can see your connection here. So select your connection, click on the edit, click on the test, and if you have your image or something, that URL, if you pass it here, right? Let me pass some image URL here. So this is the image URL which I'm passing right here. I just want to show you this image here. There is some space, some face. So let me paste it here in the image URL. So here you can test the operation. So it will execute, and it will give that it is executed, and response is 200, and you can see there is a one output. You can see that right, there is some output. It's identified, some face is identified, so that's why you can see here some results here, right? So like this, we can create a custom connectors from the wizard. Okay, so you guys, if you have any questions or anything, if you need any help on the creating a custom connectors, you always reach out us, we will help you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe and share this video if you like it.